Hello, it's a dark episode for May the 14th, 2022. Jay here. Well, let me just do a little react video in this dark episode, very YouTube tradition. And it is my reaction to Daniel Howell's Why I Quit YouTube video, which is an hour and a half long. And such is the nature of YouTube that you can blissfully go along unawares of creators. He apparently was a really big creator, probably is still a giant creator on YouTube that I've never heard of, because this place is so large that you can quite easily go along and not know stuff. And if you are a 50-year-old nose, head, mouth breather, it is quite possible that you just wouldn't know who someone is because you're not plugged into the hip and happen stuff. Though he's been on YouTube for about 15 years, so he's been around for a while. And it's an interesting video because there's parts of it that I thought, it's like, oh wow, this is like really good, in that it's sort of a fairly good summary of the history of YouTube, going back to pre-monetization days, to monetization, to all the partnerships, to YouTube Red and YouTube Live and various other thrashings around of YouTube trying to become the next Netflix, which did not succeed. And now I'm sure they're trying to be the next TikTok or something else, various corporate things. And it's sort of interesting that way. And then it has a whole section which is very much, and I got fed into and tried to play the old corporation game of trying to be a agreeable team player so that they would get my projects off the thing. And also him getting very kind of fixated on, I have to do this on you, I want to do this on YouTube, turning down other opportunities that maybe were less pie in the sky, getting kind of led along, I guess would be the way, be kind of trailed along in that kind of way of, like, there wasn't probably some kind of an evil Machiavellian plan. It's just like, well, we know we have influence over these people. These people are, this guy's hoping that we're going to pick up his show, so we're going to ask him to do other stuff because we know he'll agree to it because he wants to stay on our good side. And indeed, he does all this and has come out the other side completely bupkis. And we go through that, and there's the history side of YouTube is interesting. The kind of the corporate kind of circle jerk kind of thing. It's like, well, you're obviously an ambitious guy who took a shot at stuff, and maybe it didn't work out so great for you. There's some of that has to do with the has to do with the pandemic and him trying to launch a lot of this stuff during the pandemic. So there's all that. But I think the thing that really strikes me is how intensely creepy it is as this video ends, which is, it ends with him going, and now I'm back, and yes, I'm gonna have content, and and you think, and I think it's done seriously, and it's like there's been kind of a certain amount of vulnerability, him talking about mental health issues, him talking about bullying, him talking about self-image, all that stuff. It felt like a bit intimate, but then it's just like at the end, the mask, the YouTuber entertainer mask comes back on, and it's slightly horrifying. It's actually quite horrifying. And it's just like, oh, that's the kind of YouTuber you are. You're the slick, I've got this mask on and I'm smiling and we're going to just joke around all the time. Ha ha ha. and it's like, oh God, oh God. And I find at the end of the video, I'm backing away quickly because it was like, psst, you have that, you have, there's a kind of, it's like, because you go through the video and it's like, okay, this guy's charming, this guy can tell a good story. It's like, oh, maybe this is somebody you'd like to subscribe to and watch other videos by. But then you get to the end and you go, oh no, this is somebody who's one of those very super slick YouTubers who sort of does videos on absolutely nothing at all, and you could watch their videos all day long and it'll pass through you like some kind of highly produced diuretic and whistle out the other end of you and just empty out your bowels, empty out your soul. And it's like, oh, you're that kind of YouTuber. And indeed, kind of go back and look at his videos, which are probably, they are not aimed at me. I mean, maybe he has creepy 50-year-old fans who creep on him as some kind of a cute gay guy, but it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're not aimed at me that way. And when I'm looking for kind of light entertainment that's just sort of gonna just pass my time, this is also not for me. But it was just like, oh, it's interesting. Like, you can see, like, okay, I can see why you are really, really popular. Like, well, some people didn't make it, you made it. And, you know, he says, like, oh, I didn't properly weaponize everything particularly, and I was trying to be creative and find kind of funny skits and things. I couldn't churn them out as fast as was needed. It's like the churn of a creator. But he's obviously an entertainer with that entertainer mask, which I find very off-putting, especially in, I guess, what's the kind of parasocial setting of YouTube. But then again, it's kind of, it's that sort of wavers, because having a parasocial relationship with someone when they have, like, 2,000 subscribers, but only, like, 50 people who are kind of like hanging around with them, you can have sort of that. But when you have somebody who has 50 million subscribers, and they really have like 50 million people watching them all the time, it is kind of weird in a way that I don't want to have a relationship. I just want to be a spectator in the crowd, and no thank you, no thank you. You seem very nice, gigantic entertainer, but I'm just here to kind of applaud and maybe give a thumbs up in the video every once in a while. But that's all I want. I'll just back away now. I'm sure you'll have a very happy life. Hopefully. To be honest, it seems kind of doubtful, but good luck with all this fame stuff. So yeah, it was another part of the whole thing of why I think it's really good. It's worth it to somebody, worth it to experience making videos and releasing them and having some kind of reaction, even if the reaction is complete indifference and everyone ignores you. It's kind of interesting to have that experience, and then to try and so you have that little echoes, you have the little pushes and pulls, the ego stroke, the ego devastation, the nasty comment after like lots of work and stuff like that, and the like, hey, that was really great and it was awesome video, when you think, okay, that wasn't really an awesome video. It's worth it to have that on a micro level, just so you can be aware of, the people who really hit it big, what it must be like for them. Just to have like that germ, because that's all I have, is a germ of an inkling of what this is kind of like for people like this, and how odd and how powerful this all is. Extremely powerful in a way that I'm quite sure if it ever happened to me, it would destroy me or turn me into a monster. It's like I'm not fooling myself. This is crazy, crazy powerful stuff. Media and celebrity, and even, you know, minor celebrity, which I'm assuming someone like Daniel Howe would really realistically is, I think, would be considered just a minor celebrity on a certain subset of a certain platform. It's like, but it's gigantic and it is super powerful. So it was a fascinating video, and I just wanted to chat about it to myself, just because, wow, what a interesting world we live in, and how scary he was to me at the very end of that video. No offense, but it's just like, oh, the mask went on. It's like, oh, I don't think that's a happy ending there. And maybe it was on purpose. Maybe it was his protective shielding going up. But it was like, oh, hopefully there was a real person behind there, and hopefully they're still there. I'm sure they are. All right, I've yammered along enough. Oof. On that, I will stop, and I will go on with my life. More videos later. I've been Jay.